Hello and welcome to Bitglen. I come to you live from my bed because yesterday I actually, after I made that video, and you guys might be thinking, Glenn, just man up. But you're right. You're absolutely right. I actually fainted after I made that video. I was editing. Was I editing it? I think I was watching back on something, and I fell on the floor, really hurt my neck. I've never fainted before, I've never collapsed, so I went to the hospital. My father-in-law took me, and they told me I need to rest up. I'm not getting enough air in my lungs because of the pneumonia that I've had, so they've actually given me some steroids. I'm on antibiotics. So I'm supposed to just heal up today. My missus has gone out with the kids, so I'm in the house on my own. So yeah, I'm coming to you live from where the magic happens. Although the magic doesn't happen very often. You can see here we've got a baby cot beside the bed, so not much magic happens here. So that's enough of my sob story. My name's Glenn, this is my channel, this is my vlogging of my cryptocurrency journey from beginning to end. If you enjoy this sort of content and you want to follow my story, click the subscribe button down below, and give this video a thumbs up. Right, that's the sales pitch out of the way. Let's have a little look. So I'm sure, as you all know, cryptocurrency at the moment is going down the pan. I've been saying for a little while now that I'm not really, sorry, let me move my high-end microphone. Don't know if that makes me sound better or worse. I've been saying for a while that what have I been saying for a while? What am I talking about? I'm talking about Mars. Yeah, that I'm not really affected at the moment, at this current point in time, by the price up or down of the cryptocurrencies, because all my money's tied up in either Hashflare or Envian, which obviously is a securities token, which is just recently, they've only just unlocked their tokens. So I haven't really got any money in any other cryptocurrencies, so the price of these going up or down, luckily, it hasn't really affected me. The only way it has affected me, or it will do, is obviously I've been waiting to hit my minimum with Hashflare, which is 0.05 to make your first withdrawal, or to make a minimum withdrawal. Well, obviously, when I do withdraw that and I try to convert it into British pounds or US dollars, whatever, it's going to be worth less at that point in time. So I reckon that'll be in another 2 to 3 days. We don't know what's going to happen in 2 to 3 days. The price could go up, price could go down. That's why I haven't really been bothered about it. I mean, I thought this would take me a lot longer actually, but it's happened really quick. So I'm quite happy with that. So I actually thought, I wonder how Hashflare priced their Bitcoin on their website, because if I was to buy more terahash, which I'm not reinvesting at the minute, 0.047 of a Bitcoin will get me that much, so 1.4 terahash, which equates to about $308 US worth. I type that amount of Bitcoin into this website I use here, bitcoin.price.exchange, and it's normally quite a good website for checking the price of things. They're saying that that amount of Bitcoin is worth $318, so then Hashflare are actually not that far off, $10 out. So they actually must update their price of Bitcoin either hourly or daily or whatever. So that's a pretty good way of checking to see how much your Bitcoin is actually worth. Just see how much more terahash could buy and how much it would cost you in US dollars. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, at the minute, there was a lot of YouTubers last night. I was watching YouTube videos as always, and they were talking about this line of support and base support, or I don't know, technical analysis, which I don't believe in too much. They were saying, oh, it's at 7,500, that's where it'll sort of stay at, and maybe it'll bounce back from there. It's actually gone past that now, so it's actually below that of 6.8. And the reason I think this is a good thing is that, again, if you're in the mindset of you just want to make money quick, as opposed to you believe in the technology, or I'll rephrase that. If you've bought into Bitcoin recently and you're just holding it and you think, oh yeah, I hope this goes up in price, obviously you're going to be pretty gutted because the price is almost it's gone down a third of what it was. So if you put 100 quid in, you've probably got about 30 quid left. But you still have the same amount of Bitcoin. That's the key. At the minute, if I put in $6,000, I'd have one whole Bitcoin, which to me is like, it's like walking into, this is the first thing that popped in my head. It's like walking into a shop of a favourite designer that you have. So mine's Ralph Lauren, actually. Now I know these Polo Ralph Lauren tops, say, would cost normally anywhere between, depending on what style you get, £40 to £60. Now let's say I walk in there one day and they just have a big banner up saying 50% off. You walk into the shop, you see the big red, banner with the minus 50%, and you go up and this top, and you was going to buy it anyway. You was going to buy it at the between 40 to £60, which is about $80 in America. But you go in there, it's 50% off. You check and it's £20. You're going to be like, oh my god, I might buy two. I'll buy 3 or 4. That's the sort of mentality you have. And you don't actually end up saving any money. You normally end up just accumulating more tops. And this is how I feel with Bitcoin at the minute. I've only obviously got so much money. All my money's tied up at the minute. But I was thinking, God, I wish I had £1,000 now, because I'd buy some Bitcoin. I'd buy some Ethereum. I'd probably buy some Neo, definitely. I'll probably buy some Monero. Monero's down to $175. What other ones would I probably get? Verge. I've actually got 300 coins in Verge. I bought them when they were 9 cent, I think, and now they're down to 4, so I've completely lost most of my money on that. But it was only $60 worth. That's when I was just trying out trading, because obviously I've never done it before. Yeah, probably just the main one. I mean, you could take a gamble and buy some of these ones down here that are, a lot lower priced. I mean, look, if you're looking at over the week, look, most of them are 50% off. So you could buy like Quantstamp. That's one that a lot of the bigger YouTubers sort of mentioned quite a few times. 17 cent. So you could buy a decent amount of them. A lot of any of these, if you've ever looked up, Deep Brain Chain or whatever and thought, oh yeah, that's a good project. Well, now there's time to, the chance are you probably would have bought into already if you was that deep into your research. If you haven't, it's 55% off this week. So I would definitely be putting my money in. Now, it's all well and good saying that and not actually following through with it. I was even thinking, oh, who can I borrow some money off? That's the sort of level I was at, because I believe these are at prices where they're really good value. And that sounds crazy because they're cryptocurrency. They're only worth what people are willing to pay for them. But you think, like, when Bitcoin was 20,000, I remember my friend saying to me, you won't ever own a full Bitcoin though, it's like 20 grand. And I said, yeah, you're right, I probably won't. And that is why I set myself a goal of owning one whole Bitcoin. Well, now, that same one whole Bitcoin would cost me $6,800, which in pounds has got to be 4,500 British pounds. Now that's getting quite close to a figure that I could probably afford if I was to borrow money or use a credit card, that is, or get a loan or something. And then obviously then I would be just holding on to it, hoping that it would go back up to the 20,000 one day. And obviously that would just all be pure profit, you know, like if it went up to 10,000 where it was only a couple of days ago, you know, you've made £4,000 or $4,000, sorry, profit straight away. It's so easy. But that's whether it keeps going up or down. This could keep carrying on. This is the trouble. When it's free falling like this, when do you know, one, where the bottom is, and two, when it'll bounce back up? You could buy it, and I always see people going, buy the dip, and all that. No one knows where the dip finishes. You could buy it at 6,800 today, and I could be doing another video tomorrow going, oh my God, Bitcoin's at 4,200. And you'll be like, oh, I should have just waited one day. Or, you know, you probably wouldn't be that, I mean, if it bounced back eventually, you wouldn't be that bothered because you'd be like, oh, well, it's, you know, it's up to 10,000, I still bought it at 6.8, it'd still be a good value. But no one knows where the bottom is, and this is the trouble. It could be, you could buy it today at that price. Let's have a look, see what it's done in the last half hour or so. It's actually gone down a bit more, so that's what I mean. It could keep going down, and you'll be saying, Glenn, why the fuck do you tell me to buy? Not that I am telling you to buy. This is not financial advice. You know, do what you want with your own money. This is my vlog, my journey that I'm documenting for you. A lot of these big cryptocurrencies are 40, 50% off this week. 20% off pretty much in the last 24 hours. So I just wish I had some money, and I've been thinking about it all morning. Where can I get some money from to buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum as well? It's my belief that Ethereum, unless it gets overtaken by like the likes of Neo or EOS one day, Ethereum is going to be pretty much on par in terms of market cap where Bitcoin is. I think it's going to be between them two that are always going to be the top two. You know, like whenever you go into like a main sporting event, there's always top two teams in it generally. You might have top four teams, but generally there's always the big two. If you go into any sort of tech, there's always top two companies, isn't there? You think like Apple, Microsoft, or like iOS, Android. There's normally the top two, because there's normally really the top one, the one that does the best. But then there's always, yeah, but I don't like that because of this. And then someone develops one alongside it that tries to solve the problems of that best one. And then they're the top two. It's my belief that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be the top two cryptocurrencies for the next year or two anyway. But Ethereum, I believe, is going to shoot up quite a bit. I would say more so than Bitcoin in the next year. So really, I would love to own, you know, I'd love to own one whole Bitcoin as well, but it'd be very easy for me to own one whole Ethereum because that would cost me £500, something like that, $450 at the minute. And I'd have one full Ethereum, and I believe that's going to be worth, you know, over £1,000 in a matter of days. I'm going to double my money. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. So that's really all that's going on. Obviously, we're in this massive tailspin. The market cap's at 307. I was watching Superman last night, a guy from the UK who does cryptocurrency analysis. And he was saying, what was it? He was saying, oh, the bottom, he thought the bottom would be at, I think it was either 340 billion or I can't remember, it might have been 440 actually, but obviously it's way below either of those now. So this is probably the lowest that anyone would have expected. You know, no one's planned for this. So I think this is the best time to buy some cryptocurrency. That's my opinion. Do what you want with it. I've already told you about my hash flare, so hopefully in the next 2 to 3 days that'll be enough to hit the minimum withdrawal amount. YouTube videos, today, because I've just been laying in bed, I tried to go back and reply to as many comments as I can. I think I've replied to everyone. I had loads of spam as well. God, I had about 20 spam messages, and it was all, oh, email me privately on this and I can show you my this and this. Load of rubbish. A lot of people have been messaging me. You know, I mentioned about doing some sort of team, like a Bitglen team, or something like that. And someone commented saying Team Bitglen. I quite like that, Team Bitglen. What do you guys think? I mentioned Bit Team because I thought if it's my name in it, it's more revolved around me. I'd like it revolved around sort of everyone. I don't know, what do you guys think? I need to set up a Telegram group, which I'm going to do today. What should I call it? Should I just call it Bitglen? I'm going to set up a Telegram group, and obviously all the main people that comment on my videos, or anyone really, anyone who wants to have a chat about cryptocurrency, you know, and there we could put in their screenshots, photos, news articles, whatever you guys want to talk about, and I'd love to have a chat with all of you. And if I'm too busy, you can all chat amongst yourselves, and then I can join in later once I've caught up and read it all. So I'm going to do that today. So if you're watching this and you're on Telegram, which is an app you get on your phone or your laptop, search for the group chat Bitglen, and I'll see if I can create one. I need to figure out how to do it because I've never done one before. And I'll see you guys there. That's pretty much it from me, guys. There ain't really much else I can talk about, I suppose. I think all the tokens from Envian are still unlocked. I haven't heard anything talking about Telegram. They, for some reason, reset my Telegram thing. It was as if it was a brand new app. So it's actually removed me from everything. So I'm not in the Envian chat anymore, which is annoying. Sorry, I was going to show you, but I've just realised I've got conversations on there that I probably shouldn't show. Yeah, so I'll create a group called Bitglen. It'll be lowercase b, itglen. I'll create that literally as soon as I finish uploading this video. If you want to join, add me on Bitglen through Telegram, and we'll start having a group chat later on today. And I'll chat to you guys more in depth. You can ask me any questions you want, whether it's to do with YouTube or whether it's to do with cryptocurrency, Envian, hash flare, mining in general. This made me wonder, actually. I wonder if these prices keep going down and they stay down for a few days, whether people will start selling off all their mining equipment secondhand, like GPUs, maybe the Antminer S9s, because there were people out there that were buying 10, 20 Antminer S9s at a time. Now, if they're not as profitable as they were a month ago, they're going to think, oh, I just paid £3,000 for this. They're going to be looking to try and flog those on. Now, I would love to mine right now, because hopefully with the price going down, people getting rid of, say, their equipment, hopefully the difficulty will go down, which means you'll accumulate more coin faster. And once it does rise back up again, you're going to be, you know, you're going to have more Bitcoin or more Ethereum in your pocket. So I'm very excited about these times. I'm actually looking forward to accumulating as much, you know, coin as I can while they're at these cheap prices. If this bounces up like tomorrow, if all of a sudden it's worth 12,000, then obviously it's going to take me even longer. But while it's at these prices, hopefully I can get hold of, even if it's a couple of £100, try and buy some Ethereum, try and buy some Bitcoin, and obviously hopefully ride that wave once it gets back into full swing again, maybe later on this year. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the group chat on Telegram. See you later, guys. Bye.